guys, I'm finna just jump into this. This Cnet article, and not article, it was a video. I follow a lot of game stuff, as I'm sure a lot of you guys follow a lot of game and stuff online on YouTube and stuff. And they did a 1 year comparison to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 again. And if you guys look back, I did a comparison of the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 about a year ago. Anyway, you got to do that. If you look back on there, it was like, really, IGN, let's get the facts straight. Well, this thing is called really Cnet, let's get the facts straight. I'm sick of it. I'm just, anybody knows me. I've always been the type of person that has been trying my best to be very fair and very upfront about Xbox and the PlayStation 4 and how I feel about it and what you guys should feel about it. I can't make you feel a certain way, but I can definitely kind of try to persuade your thought process over it. And for the most part, if you're an Xbox guy, I understand why the hell you cannot stand the PlayStation 4. I can understand it because, first of all, it's not really, for me, it's not really the PlayStation 4. It's really their fans. First of all, PlayStation must be paying the fuck. And I'm going to curse now. I'm going to curse. PlayStation must be paying the fuck out of YouTube and people on YouTube. IGN, Cnet, GameSpot. They must be paying these guys. They absolutely must be paying these guys some money for them to come up with the type of bullshit that they come up with. I just don't understand it. Now, I have my notes right here, and I kind of wanted to do like a little rundown. Like, this is supposed to be a year later after the Xbox One comes out and the PlayStation 4 comes out. That's just a little bit over a year now. So, let's just see what they came up with. This is Cnet. This is not IGN. This is Cnet. First of all, the design. He was basically saying that he liked the controller of the Xbox One, but it was really no clear-cut way. He really didn't have. It was still more of the PlayStation for him. The design, it was 4.7 PlayStation, 3.3 Xbox. Now, how is that even possible? Now, first of all, if you're going to talk about the design of the console itself, I can understand that. I have always said that the Xbox One is just really big. You know what I'm saying? It's clunky. It's kind of in a way. And now that I brought my Xbox One upstairs in my room, I notice it more right here than I did when I had it on the 65-inch downstairs. I definitely understand that, but when you talk about these controllers and stuff, I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt on it. I'm not going to, because simply, first of all, let's get something clear. The Xbox One controller is a lot better than the PlayStation 4 controller. I played on both of them. I have one of them. I'm not going out buying a PlayStation 4. There's absolutely no need to go out and buy a PlayStation 4. Absolutely no need. We'll get to all of that later. But the Xbox One controller, it feels better. And I said this in my last video, and I'll say it again. How in the hell can the Xbox 360 controller beat out every controller ever made? If you do your history, it beat out every controller ever made. And then the Xbox One controller comes out, and it's the exact, almost same design with better features. The only difference that people really don't like about the Xbox One controller is the bumper and the trigger. That's the only thing they don't like about the trigger and the bumper. That's the only thing, because they say it's too close. But let me tell you something, like I said last time. There's absolutely no way that I've ever mistaken the damn bumper for the trigger. I've never mistaken it, and I don't care who you guys are that says that the thing is too close to each other. I don't care who you are that says that. It really does not matter to me, because you're making a problem out of something that definitely does not need to be a problem. And when I go back to what I was saying was, how the hell can this controller be so much more terrible than the Xbox 360 controller when the Xbox 360 controller beat out every damn controller that was out? How is that even possible? How is that even possible? I mean, I just don't get it. I don't understand it, guys. You have to, when you talk to me, you have to be logical. You can't just say shit and blurt shit out and just think that it's okay. And I'm just going to say, well, okay, cool. That's not me. I'm not just going to sit here and let you blurt shit out and just say, he had a point. No, because you don't have a point. You don't have a point at all. Interface. We're talking about the interface of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Okay, how can I go about this? When the 360 was going through its big changes and updates and all of these things like that, it brought us to a place where everybody was happy. Everybody was really happy with the 360 updates. If you look at the 360 now, this from beginning to the end, this is what we have. So when you look at the Xbox One, you basically have a modified version of the 360. You have a modified version, and it's a lot different. It's different but the same when you look at them. Now, you do have to go in depth with the design and the interface of the Xbox One, but it's not so in depth that you need to that it gives it the PlayStation 4.0 and the Xbox 3.0. There's absolutely no way that could even happen. I said it before a while ago, and I was like, I don't really like the interface of the Xbox One. I said it, and then I just started looking and was like, it's the same freaking thing. It's the same freaking thing as the 360. I'm getting tired of the PlayStation guys talking shit. It's just getting fucking annoying. Every time I turn around, somebody's talking about a comparison somewhere. So I have to do a comparison video myself and just get you fuckers to understand that you guys are absolutely freaking wrong about this. When the PlayStation 3 came out, nobody liked the interface. Nobody liked the interface of the PlayStation 3. So can you tell me how the hell the Xbox One is not better than the PlayStation 4's interface? How is that even possible? What kind of logic are you guys talking about here? Like I said, you have to give me logic. You cannot just say some shit and then I agree to it. It just makes no sense to me. It absolutely makes no sense to me. And I'm not going to sit here and settle for it. I cannot stand these big companies that get paid off by these companies, by these other big companies, and it brainwashed the shit out of you people. The only thing that I'll ever say that the PlayStation 4 did over the Xbox One was have a cheaper price at launch. That's the only thing that it did. That's it. That's it. That's the only reason all of you guys went out and bought a PlayStation 4 from the jump. They said that the Cnet was not needed at all. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you are a person that has a Cnet and you know damn well that you cannot live without the Cnet. You know you cannot live without the Cnet. It is absolutely impossible to live without the Cnet. I am so tired of these big name companies, like I said before, getting paid off. Because if you want to be truthful about something, the PlayStation Move camera, it absolutely serves no purpose but signing you in. It absolutely serves no purpose. When you can say Xbox record that, when you can say Xbox go home, when you can say Xbox go to Netflix, when you can say all of these things to your Xbox and it actually does it, that is innovation at its finest. You guys are not going to get me to believe any of the crap that you say. What I say before, you got to show me. You can't just tell me. You got to show me. And from what I see with my Cnet, it's amazing. I have had no problems with it. Yeah, it does get a little bit, at times, it becomes a problem sometimes for me saying some things. But overall, I've had no complaints about my Cnet at all. I actually think that if you went out and bought an Xbox without the Cnet when it was $399, and you actually went back and bought the Cnet when you got more money or something, you know damn well, because there is somebody out there that has done that. You know damn well that you cannot live without the Cnet. And let me tell you something, how I know that. Because when you have to double tap and then push X to record and you're in the middle of a game, you know damn well that that's because somebody's going to come up behind you, kill you, snipe you, cut you, whatever. It's going to happen. You have no time. There is little time in first-person shooters. We all know this. So if I didn't say it before, the the interface for the PlayStation was 4.0 and the interface for the Xbox was 3.0. Hardware. This is the only thing that they gave us. Connect. They says not needed. The Xbox One. Well, actually, let me read this off. The PlayStation was a 2.7 and the Xbox was a 3.3. Well, if you really think about it, guys, Xbox played the system very safe. When y'all made a big fuss about the DRM and all these things, Xbox actually went back in. Microsoft went back in and changed some things up. They said, okay, they don't like this. We're not gonna do something that they don't like. When you guys made a big uproar about the Connect, they start selling the Xbox without the Connect. I honestly wish they would have kept it with the Connect because I'm gonna tell you like this. It's absolutely amazing. But anyway, that's another story. I know. I'm backtracking. They talked about the PS Vita. They talked about the PS Vita and how it's not that great and all of this stuff and how it doesn't connect to it. Well, that's their fault. That's their fault. The Xbox One is more than a gaming device. The Xbox One is actually way much more than a gaming device. And you guys say that you want innovation. The Xbox One is not a bigger version of the 360. The Xbox One is in a class of its own. That's number one. It's in a class of its own. It does what it does and it does it well. I'm the type of person that used to really enjoy having double TVs. I used to have one here and I used to have one here. Actually not in this room, but I used to have one here and one here if you guys, whatever. And what I used to do is watch TV on one and game on another one. Xbox One fixed all that. Xbox Snap. Xbox Snap TV. It happens. It happens. I actually have my Xbox on right now. I'm pretty sure it just did it. And it freaks me out. It weirds me out that, that people cannot give credit where credit is due. I just cannot understand for the life of me why. It really freaks me out, and I just have no clear-cut reason of why. And this is the reason why I say I understand why Xbox guys really fucking hate PlayStation guys, because it just makes no sense. They make absolutely no sense when they talk. When they talk, they make no sense. Absolutely. Now you're talking about the game library. They said that the PlayStation, they really didn't give a number on that one, but they said that the PlayStation won that one also. How? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say how. I'm gonna ask a question, and maybe Cnet can hit me back or whatever. And the link will be below, guys, so you guys can see that shit. I'm just gonna ask how. Sunset Overdrive, Titanfall, Master Chief Collection. Even though the Master Chief Collection is having a really tough time with the multiplayer, it was still good to go back and refresh your memory and get ready for Guardians. When you're talking about, the library, you got Master Chief Collection, you got Sunset Overdrive, Titanfall, Dead Rising 3, you have Forza that's been coming out with great stuff. They didn't came out with 3 games already. 2 games. Forza 5 and Forza Horizon 2. And now 6 is coming out, very soon. We have Quantum Break. We have Scalebound. We have hopefully Battletoads. You got all these things coming out, guys, and then they want to tell us that, that the PlayStation library is better. How? I asked a question, I'm like, how is that even possible? They have the Order of 1886 that's only 5 hours long. You have Bloodborne that's coming out, and Bloodborne looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I like those type of games. It kind of reminds me of Dante. What's the name of that game? Devil May Cry. I be having brain farts like hell, guys. I'm telling you, man. But you got those games. You got Infamous and things like that, and you got Killzone. You got Knack, and you got all these games. And then it was something on IGN I was watching last night. They were talking about how Knack would have been a better game if it was shorter. Let me tell y'all something. Knack wasn't a good game anyway. It just wasn't a good game. It was for my kids. when you launch a game, let me tell you something. What they should have launched with God of War. I'd have bought a PlayStation right off bat. God of War is my favorite franchise ever. I've been gaming on God of War forever. It's my favorite franchise, and in this Xbox shirt, I can say that proudly because I give credit where credit is due, and it's a awesome, phenomenal, beautiful game that I've played. Master Chief Collection, Halo, same way. I've been playing it since launch. Gears of War, I've been playing it since launch. You know, come on, guys. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and just let these guys sit here and just talk crap like that and not say anything about it. So we can debate it all day. If you're a PlayStation guy, you come to my channel and you want to debate, let's debate. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I'll debate with you all day. But let's get one thing understood. I'm not an Xbox guy nor a PlayStation guy. I just give credit where credit is due. I'm a freaking gamer. That's what I am. That's first and foremost. Xbox actually just seems to be on the cooler side of things at this point in time with their followers, with their with their followers, with their with the uploads, with everything, with everybody doing something in the Xbox community seems to be really freaking cool. So anyway, guys, I'm Dwayne Retro Gamers. I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's got to be some justice somewhere,